Loading!
Good evening, everybody. This is Cinnamon Noir. And yes, we are loading. I love how Jerry's little head just pops up slowly through his clothes. You're going to see that in great detail in a couple episodes, because they took a little while to load. Luckily, this is a game, so there was no problem with the internet cutting out later. So once it's loaded, it's loaded. Notice how Icarus does not appear on the screen. He's just a shadow. Also notice the cursor, which I thought I'd put out, but it's too late now, so you're just going to have to see it. Pretty sure I put it off in the corner anyway. Well, you can ignore it. So it's time for a recap.
Oh god, that's a
Get it?
terrible pun.
Isn't it?
Oh wow.
But it's an adorable animation. Okay, let me recap.
That's kind of a cool recap though.
Last time on Icarus Proudbottom's World of Typing Weekly, after a surprising visit from his cousin Apollo, slow down a little here, and the arrival of a woman named Lucida, Icarus was found murdered in the storage room with a knife.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
By Colonel Sanders.
By Colonel Mustard.
Don't you think Colonel Mustard should have sold some kind of food product?
Colonel Sanders?
Yeah. I love it. I would love to have a version of Clue where all the characters have names that are more like real life. Like instead of Mrs. White, you have Jackie Kennedy. Instead of Professor
Jesus.
Plum, you have Stephen Hawking.
Oh.
I'm gonna work this out. This is gonna be the most popular board game of the 21st century.
It's especially amusing if you've watched the movie Clue.
Mm-hmm. I love the movie Clue. I'm not shouting. All right, I am. I'm shouting. So, let me catch up here. All these digressions. So, Apollo has been dragooned into teaching us because he looks the most like Icarus. So it's his job. Even though he knows nothing about typing. And
She looks so tired.
She does. She looks kind of gothy with her purple hair strand. She looks a little bit like Winona Ryder's character from Beetlejuice, only aged up.
I think you can just say Winona Ryder's character, since she pretty much had one.
Yeah, I know. But I do like her. She's a good actor. Reasonably. And she got involved in that shoplifting business. And that was a stupid day, believe me. So yeah, for some reason Jerry thought it was okay for him to investigate this murder by himself. But Lucida called in the real cops, who, as you know, is a robot, so... Real cops, I don't know. But it's robots. Everyone likes robots. So this little typing exercise is everything Apollo knows about typing.
On your IBM? Huh.
Yeah, I guess he's a little old-fashioned. He hasn't used a computer since the 80s. Also, who calls it a view screen?
Someone who's still in the 80s?
Yeah, there's one key for each letter, plus a bunch of other ones. One for each bone in the human body. No, that's wrong. But so is what he says. There aren't like 100 keys. This last part just offends me. Try to push them very quickly and don't make mistakes. Well, I do my best, Apollo, okay? When you type as fast as I am and you're a saucy private eye, like this shows, sometimes you just make mistakes. This is why Lucida should teach. Oh. That must be the Popo. Why does Apollo talk that way? I have no idea. This is my favorite song in the whole game. It's amazing. In fact, I'm pretty sure that I slowed down at this point just so I could listen to this. So this is the detective, Special Agent Mark 22. I don't know if Mark is his name or if he's just a Mark 22.
Typing investigator.
Yes. Are you some kind of robot? So yeah, here Lucida just completely explains her name. She ruins it. Why a robot? Probably because robots are cool as shit. And he can capture immense amounts of visual data. And he has 100 petabytes. I think that's
Clue
a real
processing unit.
Mm-hmm. CPU. I'm a crime-solving machine. Literally. He doesn't mean to toot his own horn, although, as he mentions, he does have a tiny horn.
Bullshot.
It's weird, he said shit earlier. Whoa! See, there's the tiny horn.
Yeah. I was gonna question that.
This is the best part. As a cop robot, he doesn't have to have a car. He can just turn into the car. Because of the thing on his head.
I guess.
It's convenient. In the next Transformers, they're gonna have a cop car, trust me. It'll be like Terminator 2. There'll be a Terminator made of liquid metal.
A car made of... A Transformer made of liquid metal? That would actually be pretty good.
It'd be more interesting than whatever Michael Bay's been doing. So we're going to check out these letters in the background, because, you know, big letters, that's suspicious right off the bat. Who keeps big letters lying around?
Someone who's obsessed with typing?
Touché. You got some green jizz there.
This is turning into LA Noir.
I don't think Canadians use the word jizz in the same sense that we do.
Perhaps not.
Either that or they had their minds in a really filthy place right then. Ah, yes, T. T, the bad pun of letters. Now for the letter Q, which looks kind of like an O with a check mark in it because it's upside down. The weird uncle of the alphabet family.
Actually, if you rotate it, it looks like that on-off symbol that they have on computers.
By the way, do you know what the point of that is? The reason that's the on-off symbol is because it's a 1 and a 0 combined. Isn't that cool? I thought that was cool when I learned about it. Because in binary, 1 is on and 0 is off. Among other things. Well, 1 and 0 mean everything.
Whoa. Deep.
Anything that can be... There's no time, dude. Cryptic and fun. So yeah, the question is, how did someone write that on there? Because they clearly didn't take out all the glass, they just broke some of it. And not in the part where they wrote. I think there's something a little suspicious about that. So there's 3 soda cans in the room, we're gonna look at one of them. No, it's just Dr. Typer. Nothing special. America's favorite drink. But this is actually wrong, because Dr. Typer is supposed to have a period after it. Mr. Typer doesn't. That's how you tell them apart. Reminds me of a Mitch Hedberg joke. Hedberg is like, I drink Dr. Pepper instead of Mr. Pibb, because I don't trust Mr. Pibb. That guy didn't even bother to get his degree. Boy, this keyboard is slightly suspicious. But I mean, in this universe...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. How poetic. He died as he lived. Typing. Well, maybe it should be, he died as he lived, making impressions on the keys of a keyboard. With his skull.
Oh, true.
It's an even weirder hint. So, can you make sense of that one, Greg?
The pygmy owl, maybe?
Hold on to that one. Yeah, why are these hints always so cryptic? It's like you're in some kind of adventure game. That's what's funny, is this has a lot of the spirit of a point-and-click adventure game, but you just type, so... Apparently, in their post-mortem they did after this, they talked about how they did think it was a little bit of a mistake to have this set up without the freedom to move around and find clues. A few people told them that afterwards. But I like the concept of a typing tutor being used for stuff like this. I think in the future they're going to use a different engine, because this engine makes it very hard to make games where the player has a lot of input. It's much better for this sort of semi-visual novel style.
True.
I really hope these guys make more games. They're great. Although they both have day jobs, so it takes a while. So Mark 22 does not trust anybody. They're all suspicious, and they could all be the criminal. So that office is not, in fact, Mark 22's office. It's in the typing center. I don't know why they have it. Then again, I don't know why they have a back room full of letters. So this is the spot where we started off these 2 episodes. They also have a security camera in here, and a little mug of coffee that no one was drinking.
How does he love coffee?
I have no idea. He was programmed to. Just like how that one robot in The Simpsons was programmed to feel pain. Doesn't make any sense. No, you know why he was programmed to love coffee. It's because he's a cop. Everyone knows cops love coffee. And donuts. Go to Winchell's, get some coffee and donuts. Cop cliches. You know, much like Hot Fuzz, this does adequately represent the fact that a lot of police work is writing stuff. Do you remember, have you ever seen the special features on Hot Fuzz? Where they point out one of the reasons they have that montage of writing out paperwork is because cops that they talk to complained that a lot of cop films don't...
Leave out the paperwork?
Yeah, they leave out the paperwork. So, the scrub lords get questioned one by one. But apparently Mark 22 has his own idea of how this investigation is supposed to go. So he talks to Jerry, but of course we've already seen part of the interrogation with Jerry. That happened right at the beginning, when Jerry explained lots of things, including a couple of things he should not have known. He's already suspicious.
Ooh.
So Jerry, to me, is the #1 suspect at this point.
Also, saying my wings are clean is like a human saying my arms are clean.
But birds do clean their wings.
True.
Don't they? They preen themselves. I just said that so I could have an excuse to say the word preen. There's not enough excuses to say preen in real life.
True.
Say it enough, it sounds kind of weird. So we're going to play the classic good cop, bad cop routine. Mark 22 is the bad cop. He doesn't play by the rules.
He's a jerk cop. He doesn't, like, slam your head into the desk. He just, like, says insulting things about your family. Exactly.
But your mama must be disappointed in you when she's not smoking crack. Ooh. Yeah, that picture, there's something a little creepy about it. Reminds me of the Jigglypuff sprite from the original Pokemon, with the wonky eyes.
Oh my.
So, bad cops, or like cops that are rough, are called loose cannons. Do you think that means a good cop is a tight cannon? What does it even mean to be a loose cannon?
Good point.
Ooh. So yeah,
well,
maybe Jerry... Sorry, go ahead.
If a cannon wasn't firmly seated on its mound, you had some pretty nasty problems when you fired the damn thing.
That's true. Anyway, Mark 22 insinuates that maybe Jerry was jealous of Icarus, which who wouldn't be? He had everything. Good looks, typing. But no, Jerry denies it. He's not jealous. Because his comment is he doesn't even know if owls can feel jealousy. Which is definitely something I think biologists should study. This is actually a still shot from Icarus Proudbottom and the Curse of the Chocolate Fountain. As you can see, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
He recommends playing it in this section, and all I can say is, don't. If you want to maintain your respect for this studio, please don't play that. It's terrible.
Kinda like early South Park.
Yes, it's a lot like early South Park. I never liked early South Park. I know this is controversial, but I watched like one episode, which was the zombie episode, and that was it. I didn't get into South Park until the Mormon episode, really. Dum 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 dum.
in the side room, alone.
So this we didn't see on screen. This must have happened after the events described in the first episode. Lucida left the room, the lights turned off everywhere, and when they woke up, Icarus was dead. Not when they woke up, when the lights went back on.
After some loud thwacks.
Plasticky thwacks, perhaps?
That would suggest pipe or candlestick holster. Candlestick holder. Guys.
Candlestick holster. How quick can you draw your candlestick? So Mark 22 is suspicious. He wants Jerry to go one more time over how the building looked. Specifically, he's interested in the lights. Because if you know anything about owls...
Oh.
Owls have great night vision. So even with the lights off, how could Jerry not see things? Right? But Jerry shuts that down pretty quickly.
Yeah, you need some form of ambient light.
Absolutely correct. This is also true of cats. Cats have great night vision, but no one can see anything in total darkness. That's how it works. Though it would be cool if cats had luminescent eyes. Cool or frightening, you know. There's a fine line between the two.
Though I was actually surprised to learn that dogs also can have reflective pupils.
Why would that be surprising? They're both predators.
I just associated it with cats.
No, I think it actually serves as an evolutionary advantage.
Oh yeah,
it dazzles their prey. So Jerry knows nothing about Apollo, which is unfortunate. And he doesn't know anything about Lucida. And he keeps saying the word not, which is going to get annoying. I guess it's already gotten annoying. Anyways. So yeah, if Jerry has a bond with Icarus, why doesn't he know this?
Oh my.
Apparently self-actualization equals typing.
Near the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yes. There's food, emotional support, and then typing. Yeah, that got real intense. There was shouting, chairs turned over. Can't have breakfast without scrambled eggs. I don't think he quite gets it. I would like to say that in real life, like when people talk about, your methods are too harsh. You can't have breakfast without scrambled eggs. So were you wondering when we were going to get back to actual typing? Because I certainly was. Oh wait, sorry, no we're not. Apollo is just getting interrogated next. And as Apollo's pointed out, it's legitimately better than standing around in this room. So there's some die-hard, cold robot logic thing going on here. Oh, but what's this? Oop. That went weird for a second. I guess my recorder didn't do well with this font, but I hope you can see the stuff now.
Oh, wow. I thought this was deliberate.
No. So, to explain what this guy's talking about, he's got this wispy stuff around him, and he says, I don't know what you're doing, hurry up, get out of there, and get them out of there. It doesn't seem to have much to do with what we're doing, and no one else saw it. So, who knows what's going on?
Forget it! Jeez!
Some kind of glitch, yeah. No, I hate to say it, that is not intentional on the part of the game designers. My recorder just freaked out at the sight of all the shinies. Yes, we have a real lamp to hold on your face so you'll sweat. while we're sweating you. There's a term you don't see much anymore. Sweating for rough interrogations.
Perp sweating?
Yes. Now it's either just interrogation or it's torture. So Apollo's not rising for the bait.
I want to see perp sweating in a sauna.
Yeah. Just two guys wearing towels. You wouldn't even be able to tell which one was the detective. One of them would be like, so you don't admit that you were there when the murder happened. And the other guy goes, wait a minute, I'm the detective. What are you doing? And he'd be like, oh, I forgot. We both look exactly the same.
Good cop and bad cop are interrogating each other.
And then the perp sneaks out of the sauna. So, the Proud Bottoms get along very well. Apparently there's a whole clan of Proud Bottoms. So this is a very good point Mark 22 has. It's a little weird that Apollo happens to visit his cousin on the same day he gets killed.
Ooh, yeah.
What a coincidence. But again, Apollo does not rise to it.
What a twist.
What a twist. But he just says it's a coincidence. And I mean, can you really blame him? Sometimes it happens. Why should he be under suspicion just because he doesn't button the top button of his shirt? That doesn't make a guy suspicious. Oh. What just happened?
What the Sam Hill was that?
So while you're playing this, if you kind of get into the atmosphere, this is the part which can actually creep you out a little bit. It creeped me out. Because Icarus died before when this happened. Then the lights turn off, there's just a lot of rustling, and then they go back on again. But luckily, Jerry and Lucida are both safe. Although Lucida seems a little flustered. And Jerry didn't see anything because Jerry's useless. I mean, he has magical powers. Wouldn't you think light bulb eyes would be one of the better ones? Oh, yeah, and it turns out there's an entire other room upstairs, the tech center. That's where all of the things you type come from. So yeah, there's an in-universe explanation for it. And their IT guy, Kelso, works up there, who Jerry didn't even mention this whole time. But he's just an IT guy. Who's suspicious of the IT guy?
Anyone who's seen Jurassic Park.
That is very true. Do you think Jurassic Park exists in this universe? Or, like, any movies at all? I mean, they literally live in a dimension where there's nothing but typing. Maybe this is hell. Maybe Icarus was a person who didn't appreciate typing while he was alive.
Hell is just typing for all eternity.
Flawless, like an AI. By the way, did you notice that there are letters coming out of his pipe during those scenes?
Yep.
They spell out justice.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
It's the best thing ever. So this building isn't magic, yet they somehow put up this giant typing screen. Which I guess means that it must be some kind of green screen effect. Oh, and here's the tech center. It looks like the end of
More of an
Resident Evil.
aquamarine screen, really.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, I'm... Oh. So, Kelso looks pretty suspicious here.
Unguard.
So Mark 22 doesn't want to fight, but he does kick some ass, as you'll see. So Mark 22 does the kung fu thing of, I do not want to fight you. I prefer intellectual methods, but I will fight you if I have to. And I love this part. Fetch the bat credit sequence.
I'm imagining someone doing this over at Batman, or over in, like, the live-action Batman show.
So every time you get one right, he hits Kelso, and every time you mess up, Kelso hits you, and it's being It's just the way it works. And of course, I beat it with time to spare.
Of course you did.
So yeah, you can see it right here. Justice.
Wicked
And
officer.
I'm a wicked officer. Watch me shred. But Kelso's not ready to lie down just yet. Don't know what neutronium is. Hiya! So yeah, that was an electromagnetic pulse grenade. And it didn't work. Well, it worked a little bit.
I believe it is possible. Oh god. Topical humor.
Topical.
I believe it is possible to shield electronics against electromagnetic pulses.
Especially if he's made of something that's practically invisible.
Oh Jesus.
This is one of the hardest things you do in any of these parts.
Oh wow.
It's, you do have to slow massively down. By the way, have you noticed in this sequence how simplistic his facial features have gotten?
Yep.
It looks like a Tamagotchi in this scene. I don't know why they did that. In fact, I don't even think I noticed it while I was playing. But I'm noticing it now. Robot! The annoying thing about this is I have to go so slow and I make so many mistakes that I can't even use the tilde powers. So yeah, I actually go below half health here. I think the only time this happens in the entire game. Obviously it happened a lot in the original one, but this is a little different.
Nice try, Slugman.
Alright. Time to come peacefully. But Kelso
I'll swallow your soul!
Nope, he just unplugs his brain, which is apparently powered by a USB port. I would think this would be easily avoidable. Uh-oh. Oh. And he's just gone. Also, one of his head horns got tilted out. For some reason that happens. They're like ears.
The truth.
He almost figured out the truth. So what do you think this truth is? Do you think it has to do with the murder, or perhaps it's something even more sinister? And yes, Mark 22 has been rendered a totally useless hunk of worthless software, like Windows 8.
Oh wow.
Incidentally, I am recording this stuff on a Windows 8 computer, so I know exactly what he's talking about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blame the recording stuff on that. Yeah, screw you, Windows 8. So what do you think? You starting to get a feel for this? Maybe you have a prediction how it's going to turn out?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think by the next episode you might have a good idea, because you're pretty sharp. You get this stuff. But that will be all for tonight, dear viewers. See you next time.
Goodbye.